Hey everybody, Chris G here. Thank you so much for joining me. New band alert. This is Genesis, Firth of Fifth. Okay, and I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made with Ozzy and Crazy Train and expecting Black Sabbath to sound like that. If you missed that, go check out my Black Sabbath video. I was like blown away. But I do know Phil Collins had a separate career from Genesis. He was bleh, he was the drummer of Genesis, maybe even the singer. I don't know, but I know he sang "In the Air Tonight." Even I know that song. I didn't miss that one. Banger. All right, so we're gonna start our Genesis journey. We're gonna start. Doesn't that mean? What does Genesis mean? Beginning. Here's the genesis of our Genesis journey. All right. This is the genesis of our Genesis journey. All right, here we go. Firth of Fifth. Yeah. Woo. It's a great little chromatic descending line with the lower part of the piano, those bass notes. Dun, 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 dun. Great. Sounds beautiful, and with the with all of the suspensions happening and the resolutions is really really pretty. Love the rhythm and just kind of bounce to this. Oh, all right. I want to get into the tune, but that was a great intro. We got this wonderful modulation happening. They're setting up this key change. Modulation is also just a fancy word for key change. Typically, it stays within the same chord progression and just moves up like a half step or a whole step, or sometimes like maybe a minor third or something to make like a big kind of effect. And this is what's happening here. This wonderful, like, it's like they cycle through and then they set up that new key perfectly. I'm like, oh, so I hear something going on, and then just really nice voice. Here we go. There we go, right there.
The path is clear, though no eyes can see. The course laid down long before. And so with gods and men, the sheep remain inside their pen. Though many times they've seen the way to leave. He rides majestic past homes of men who care not or gaze with joy to see reflected there the trees, the sky, the lily fair. The scene of death is lying just below.
They're just sitting on that diminished chord there, or a dominant chord with some alterations. And yeah, I mean, it's like almost like they're kind of like landing into these not false cadences. They do cadence, but they're not going back to the one. That's not what my ears are hearing, at least. I could be way off here. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm always happy to be corrected, and I'm always excited to learn from you all. You all teach me something every time in the comments. So teach me. Teach me. I'm here. I'm trying to be a sponge. Yeah, but this is, it's this bass movement, the drums happen. The drum has just got this groove like locked in. I believe that's Phil Collins playing the drums. I'm almost 100% positive on that. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, but this just locked in. I love the beat, and I noticed the bass and the drums are kind of with those hits. They're kind of with that movement that's happening underneath, almost like a counter melody thing. It's all getting hit together for the most part. It's really great.
Lying just below. The mountain cuts off the town from view.
Oh yeah.
Like a cancer growth is removed by skill. Let it be revealed. A waterfall is madrigal. An
Oh wow.
sea.
Okay, so the first time they went into this section, it was almost like they were in a major key, then they kind of went to minor when they talked about the cancer growth. And then now they do this same thing. They went back to that like major kind of open chord that you hear, this really nice resolution. Then they go up. Sounds like they go up maybe a half step. I'll try to see if I can hear that. Yeah, half step. Oh man. Wow. Oh man.
Dino songs urge the sailors on till lured by the sirens' cry.
Oh yeah. All right, beautiful. Absolutely. I was not expecting a flute to happen, but this booty 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 booty, like when you hear that you can hear almost like a push, and you can hear that crescendo happening. And that crescendo is happening with the push, and it's a great effect, all right? I mean, we're getting dynamics there, but we're also getting a slight, movement in the music. Like, how I'm moving here, I'm just trying to like show you how. It's so beautiful. It's like something like straight out of like what Bach would write, or some classical composer. I always use Bach as an example because he's my favorite. So this is beautiful stuff. Right here. And a little speed. Yeah. That rhythm is so fantastic, and that sequencing right before it went into this section. But oh man, I don't think I have it down yet, but this is great rhythmically. So this is awesome. This is like, I don't know who came first, Rush or Genesis. I don't know whether Rush is the Canadian version of Genesis or Genesis is the UK version of Rush. All right, this is probably my third take trying to say this. I don't know if Rush came first or Genesis came first, doesn't matter. These power trios are just absolutely blowing my mind what they're doing here. I know there's more than three people playing, but I think three people to the core of the band, and the writing is what I'm talking about. This composition is so cool, and I believe Neil Peart did a bunch of the composing and lyric writing in Rush, and I believe the same is true for Phil Collins here in Genesis. So please educate me again. This is unbelievable. These trios are so amazing. And the bass player is just absolutely holding it down with and the drums, like everything that's happening. I wanted to stop it like a minute or so ago, but it was just so good. And I don't like interrupting solos, just grooving into this. But yeah, Phil Collins through there was like hitting the ride cymbal way up top, making it sound like that bell sound up there, and then the bass just holding this groove down. Boo 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 doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo. I mean, it's so good. Keep digging into this. Let's go with that right into that major key and just that resolution. Man, Phil with the fills. Ayo. You knew that was coming. I hope some of you knew that was coming. Phil with the fills. Oh, those fills are so nice. These quarter note triplets. Ga 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 da ga ga. And then they go into this resolution, this relief.
till the shepherd leads his flock away. The sands of time were eroded by the river of constant change.
Yeah. Woof. Beautiful. Man, Phil Collins. Phil Collins is a bad mother. Holy wow. There was some playing in there. That was fantastic. I love the way that that was produced. I love the everything sounded. I mean, I'm guessing it's from the 70s, maybe 80s. I don't know. I don't know when this is from. I'm gonna look it up. I just looked it up. 1973. Yeah, I absolutely love that. That was fantastic. Phil Collins, Genesis. Oh my goodness, we're running out of days of the week. All right, we're gonna have to figure something out here. Absolutely loved it. Thank you all for hanging with me, listening to Genesis. Thank you all for the support, for watching, all the kind comments. You're blowing me away. Can't thank you enough. All right, have an awesome day. You know what to do. Always positive, always progressing. Later. Man, wow.